Big Tigger Morning Show with Jazzy McBee on the People Station V103, the ATL's #1 for hip hop, R&B, and throwbacks.
Yes.
Jazzy!
Yes.
O'Shea is here.
Yeah.
What's happening, boss?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling.
How you been?
Yeah,
That's right.
Can't be mad. Probably will be. $30 million is like a family trade.
Okay.
That's hilarious. Wait now. 'Cause your father used to be really angry. He doesn't seem that angry anymore.
But, drop of a hat. You never know.
Wait a minute.
Yo.
I thought it was because of the movies. Are you really angry in real life sometimes?
No, I mean, he much rather laugh. That's why most of the roles you see him that have like the heartwarming element or things like that are things that he's written himself. Because, I mean, if you let Hollywood just give him movies, he's just going to be yelling at everybody,
Right.
They're scared of him. So, like, they just think when they see angry guy, Ice Cube.
Oh, right.
Because I remember there was a moment, and like there was a whole thing that we was like, the brother from NWA, the one who made America's Most Wanted, it was like a family. He made like a bunch of family movies, and we were all like, wow.
It was refreshing to see him in that. In that role, so yeah.
So there's diversity.
No.
O'Shea Jackson Jr. is in the building. All right, new film, Den of Thieves 2. We're excited.
Chance to see it. Yeah, but I don't want to say too much. I'm going to let you talk about it.
Please don't say too much.
I will tell a movie. I'm just saying. But I absolutely loved it. I loved it. So, can I just go ahead and ask, will there be a prequel?
Man, that's all on y'all. That's all on, the support from the fans.
Okay.
They are who got us here in the first place. When the first one came out, it did well for itself in theaters, but it really got a second resurgence once it hit Netflix. Right. It was in the top 10 for as long as it was. And so it started to get this cult following. Now that they're aware of what type of movie it is, those same people are going to come in waves, and it's about them bringing even more in.
Right.
Movie stars this man right here, O'Shea, and Gerard Butler reprising Big Nick and Donnie.
Yeah.
But now we talk about diamonds.
Yeah. The first one came out 2016, right? Yeah. I was late to the party a little bit, and then I watched it on Netflix. So I was a fan. And I said, man, it's a good movie. Yeah. It has to be part 2.
Absolutely.
So when I saw 2, I was like, okay.
Yeah, we left the first one wide open. You never want to write yourself into a corner where it's like, well, we got nowhere else to go.
Right.
So we left it wide open. Honestly, it to be back here in Atlanta to sell it is really like a full circle moment because we filmed the first one here.
Really?
So, yeah, we filmed the first one here, pretending like it was LA. Actually, be expensive.
They did a good job, though.
Yeah,
they did a good job.
They did great.
Because I actually thought that was LA.
Yeah, I really did.
B-roll will do a lot for his fans.
Now, Gerard Butler, of course, he comes back for 2. Now, do you think it would have been different had they had somebody else come in and put Flay Gerard?
Yeah, it wouldn't have been the same. Me and Gerard, even though in the first one we weren't necessarily teaming up, we were enemies.
Yes, we
still had that chemistry, and so it became real interesting. Of like, man, what about this? This hunt that Big Nick goes on, but you can't fake chemistry. And me and Gerard had it. We were able to display it more in the second one. While we were in Spain filming it, he was actually my neighbor. It was a lot of going over scenes, chopping it up, kicking it together. And we started to really develop a friendship, and you can see it through the screen.
Amen. Listen, O'Shea Jackson Jr. is in the building. Den of Thieves 2 out in theaters January 10th. This is 2. Pantera. You got the Mafia. We got some diamonds in here. What can you tell them? Tell them why they need to see it and what they gonna see. What you can tell them.
Well, it's different from the first one because I'm not getting beat up for an hour and a half. I finally get to really show, what the character can do. We all know how the first one ended. If you didn't, go check it out. But I really get to show who Donnie is, and he's leading the charge. He's running a crew. I get to drive a Porsche.
Listen, my man Osei's in the building. Den of Thieves 2, Pantera in theaters, January 10th. When we come back, we have more with Osei about what else he got going on and some other questions. So be here for it. Big Tigger Morning Show with Jasmine McBee right here on the People Station V103. Big Tigger Morning Show with Jasmine McBee on the People Station V103, the ATL's #1 for hip hop, R&B, and throwbacks. O'Shea Jackson Jr., our guest this morning. Brand new film, Den of Thieves 2, Pantera in theaters on January 10th, starring this man right here, and Gerard Butler. If you saw the first one, you need to see the second one. Can people see the second one without seeing the first one?
You definitely can. The dynamic of the film changes, you know, and the first one, it really is, you know, a cops versus robbers story. And the second one is more of a team up, you know, like a buddy cop type film. But the key little pieces to know the dynamic between Big Nick and Donnie, you got to see the first.
Yeah, you have to, because me personally, I went back to see the first one again. Yeah. So reminding me, because I was like, okay, let me see it again, and then let me see part 2, and then I went back to watch
And then watching the first one, it lets you know how sneaky Donnie really is. It was like, wow, how about that? He's a liar.
Yeah. No, seriously.
By the way, you beat up dog. I got so many tweets from people like starting to watch the film, being like, I don't know if Cube should have let me do this. And then by the end of it, it's like, oh man, this was dope. Watch the movie.
Just wait.
As far as you are in your career, does it bother you when people still refer to you as Ice Cube's son?
I am Ice Cube's son.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, it's no way around it. I don't, you know, in the beginning it used to bother me, but I mean, I love my dad. Like, I wear that as a badge of honor. The only time I get annoyed is when it's on Twitter, because my Twitter name is literally my name. So it's like, now you just being lazy. But like, my name is less letters than Ice Cube's son. But like, no, I don't run away from that. You know, my family is everything to me. So, you know, I wear that.
Okay, because on the screen I say, dang, that boy look just like Ice Cube. Like the facial expression, I say he look just like his daddy.
Yeah, it's his moment.
It's the frown.
The frown.
It's not the light.
The frown face.
It's the frown face.
That one right there.
That's the face right there.
That one right there.
That's the only thing right
That one right there. O'Shea Jackson Jr., I guess, is one. So listen, we're going to play a game. What's called One's Gotta Go. I'm going to give you 4 iconic things that you belong to, and you got to get rid of one.
All right.
Den of Thieves, Straight Outta Compton, Swagger, Cocaine Bear.
I mean, can't say Den of Thieves. That's terrible promotion. Never saying Straight Outta Compton. That's impossible. Swagger was so special because that was my first time doing a series, and it really was like, we really were all that we had, you know. And I still think about my boys, my team. So unfortunately, you know, I love Elizabeth Banks, I love my man Alden Ehrenreich, but it's got to be Cocaine Bear.
I've seen it across the screen. I've never really watched the movie, but I'm like, it's a bear really
literally.
My older brother, I took him to the premiere. He leaned over and he said, you know, I've never seen kids do that before. Yep. And I don't watch films ahead of time. Like, I haven't seen Den of Thieves yet. Okay, no, I am you know, one season at a time where you wait for the premiere.
Okay.
And I got to see it with a crowd. I got to get the feel. I got to see what jokes hit, what don't.
Okay.
And, you know, that's how I test myself.
So really, what happened to Swagger?
Apple.
Really?
Yeah. The show aired right when the strike happened. Right? So therefore, because of SAG, I'm not allowed to promote, tell you to go watch it, tell you that it's out. And so you would think the people who put it out would promote, since, you know, your actors can't do it. And we still got into Apple's top 4 most watched while we were on strike doing no promotion. And they canceled us anyway. I got a lot of people from Swagger that I love to death that I hated we couldn't get at least just doing one more season, knowing it's the last season, so you can at least get one last hurrah together.
Right.
It would have been great, but here we are.
Good to see you, sir. We'll be looking at you on screen in the theaters, January 10th, Den of Thieves 2, Pantera. Happy holidays to you and the family. And, me and your dad go back, and I know your older brother, so shout out to the whole family.
Thank you, man.
Already.
Go Lakers.
Sometimes.
Just got to throw it in there.
Osage Jackson Jr. here with the Big Tigger Morning Show with Jazzy B on the People Station B 103.